This time on Reality Renovision.
We got maybe 2 good days of weather coming up. So we're building this shed in 2 days. That's all there is to it.
Okay, I mean, it's your call. You're the boss.
Spooky.
Oh, there's a rapid fire setting on this one.
Yes, we're not using it. I thought maybe this time we'd put it in the middle of a stud. What do you think? Go ahead and throw a level on that. I dare you.
It's touching the line.
Oh my God. What are you talking about? Tying this corner together will automatically. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's real obvious what I did. I just need a f***ing break.
I'm aware of the bonds that were created today. When you told me that sure there's a way.
Well, it is winter time. I don't think this house has had a single permit since 1880.
Wow.
Hey, shovel? Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to open all this up. This is the fun part. Oh! Woo! Holy crap! That seemed dangerous. 800 square feet outdoor living space. Perfect every time. This slab was done, what, 4 months ago? Been a while. All I know is that because of the supply chain issues this year, we've been moving our projects around all over the place just to be able to keep working all day, every day. Getting the shed done wasn't a big priority, but we're getting near the end of the season. We got maybe 2 good days of weather coming up. So we're building this shed in 2 days. That's all there is to it. We're just gonna have to get her done. Matt's here with me today. Our material just got dropped off. We're gonna jump right into this thing. The reason we're making such a big shed, because this is 14 by 20, is because out in the country you got a lot more need for some space. We're going to bring power to it, be able to work inside. We're also going to have a roll-up door so you can have a snow blower or lawn maintenance tractor or something like that. Easy access, right? Well, anyway, let's just get into the build. Matty, we're ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, let's walk through the project. Let's talk through the project, and then we'll get on going, okay? My plan here is a simple build. I need structural walls to carry the snow weight on the front and the back, so we're going to go 2 by 6. The sides we're just going to go
2 by 6 on the front and the back wall? Okay.
2 by 4 on the ends.
Sweet.
It's going to be single slope roof again, but there's going to be no overhang, no soffit, no fascia, just nice and tight. We're going to have a man door here, a roll-up door over there, a window here, and a bank of windows across the top.
Nice.
And I was kind of thinking, maybe we should put a window over there instead of here.
A window on the side.
Well, if we got a bank of windows here, do we need a window here? Are we losing great storage
opportunity? Does the door have a
opportunity?
window? This door here? I guess we're talking about the front wall, eh?
Yeah.
Well, if we do windows across the top, I don't know, I guess we could have one on the side somewhere. That'd
Right,
make
what do
some
you think?
sense. I have no idea.
Out that end or out this end? So the sun comes over the house.
I'm thinking, I mean, if...
This whole bank of windows will let light in during the day.
Yeah, I'm just saying we can have the window on this side so that at least it warms up the shed in the morning, right? If you're leaving your house at 6 a.m. to go to a site, would you want to be in a cold room?
Okay, so like
cold tools.
in the wintertime though, right? It's barely getting any sun. But if it's right there,
Yeah,
it's getting the whole,
fair enough.
Right? But there's no heat
Makes
source.
more
We're not
sense.
insulating this, but you're right. Down the road, if somebody wants to insulate this, at least there's a heat source with the sun.
Just makes more sense.
Takes the edge off. So we'll leave it in the front.
Cool.
It'll look more like a house that
You're
way.
saying the window on the front side wall here.
Window and door right here.
And then windows up top.
Because this is useless space anyway then. Okay. Like it. All right. So what I was thinking is we'll build the back wall first, right? Stick this one up.
Okay. Back wall first.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we do the tall wall first? Support it, do an L off of that. That's just how we did it when
We're
I built
building
houses.
both of these with 8s.
Okay.
And right?
Oh, and then the ladder.
Then we're gonna
Right.
ladder the top for the windows. Okay.
Whatever works.
So build this, and then we can flip the sides in. All right?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The sides are gonna be inside the line because the 2 by 6 plate. The 2 by 6s are gonna be bolted down to keep the shed from blowing away, all right?
Gotcha.
The 2 by 4 walls are just to fill in the gap.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So we'll go back, front,
Back
and
front.
over here.
Sure. So then how are we going to support the walls once they're up?
We'll throw a couple of 2 by 4s in.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to like to build on the slab and then lift it in. And that wall is longer than the short side. You know what I mean?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's your call.
For what it's worth.
Your call.
We can even build this in 2 sections though, right? Because it's just basically a door. We can throw the header in afterwards.
Yeah, well the other thing too is that we can stand it up, walk it forward, and then slide it over.
We'll build it in 2 sections.
No, that's not what I was saying.
No?
Never mind.
We could build it in 2 sections, make it just as easy.
Okay, I mean, it's your call. You're the boss, you...
I like to keep it easy, right?
Yeah.
2x6 gets heavy. We'll build them in 2 sections.
Okay.
So we'll build that one, we'll do the end wall.
Yeah.
We'll have an L, it'll support itself. Then we can add on to it, add on to it, add on to it. All right?
That's the plan.
Nice and simple.
Nice.
Right here in the middle. I don't think we really need to chalk this out, to be honest with you.
No, we don't.
I think chalking it out with this
It only
place-
really matters when you got interior walls.
Yeah, we don't really have any. I'm in a skill saw. Let's get that on this power. It's the one with my 20-foot cord, right?
Yeah.
I've also got the cordless one out here as well if you need.
Oh, getting a phone call.
What are you talking about?
Hello,
Why is that?
you're on your way. Sounds good, man. Yeah, I guess we'll see you in a bit. Okay, bye. He's still in bed, it sounded like.
So the first part of the layout, just to understand this. When I'm putting my wall in, I'm gonna slide it over to the bolts. I'm gonna lift it up, I'm gonna tap it back, okay? So really what I wanna do is I wanna just cut like this, just past my dent. It gives me all kinds of flexibility. Once I notch that out, I know that I'm gonna be in a position where the washers that I'm using are gonna be over top of that wood. I'm not gonna have any concern. I'm not gonna do that all day long. Here we go. You gotta be freaking kidding me. There we go. We're in good shape here now. It's really as simple as taking your bottom and your top plate. And I buy these DeWalt tapes because they have a red square on it. And that literally means that's where the stud is. So I'm gonna have a stud here, and I'm always gonna mark on the left. And I'll just run across, marking the top and the bottom plate at the same time. And then we can nail this all together. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right. It's important to pick it up and set it down. Don't spin it around on yourself, though. It'll drive you crazy.
Oh, there's a rapid fire setting on this one.
Yes, we're not using it. Oh. Never.
Oh, I might. That is tempting.
You know, I'm gonna lose my effing mind wearing gloves today. What do you got going on there? Oh, for God's sake.
I've never seen a gun load like this. I guess we're figuring this one out together, eh, Max? You ever seen a gun open like this before?
Like
It's
what?
like a closed bottom. I feel like it's gonna rotate open or something.
Oh, geez, yeah, I've never seen this before.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Go watch the video, Matt. I'm gonna put this wall together. Gonna do a lot of sniffing today, Max. Okay, we need more pressure. Not even freaking close. Love using new tools. That came out at 50 PSI. That was lovely. That's more like it. 1 nail for every 2 inches of dimensional lumber you're dealing with. 2x6 makes 3 nails. What was it, Matty?
We just had to load it in the backside here.
What?
And then the heads of the nails actually sink
it
in under
drops
the
in?
surface, yeah.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Love new tools. All right, here.
Oh,
Try the new gun.
can you not do that right beside my face next time?
I'm holding both parts.
Yeah, well, it just blew up in my ear.
Oh.
So please don't do that beside someone's face.
Sure.
Wow, it just made my head ring. Here.
Oh, you can get 2 fold tracks, eh? Nice.
Yeah.
Here, you do it. Add the other one at the end when you're done. It's gonna be a little sensitive because it split when I was doing the other track. For now. All right. All the way up. There you go. There we go. Looks pretty good. Okay. This brings me back, dude.
This is grade 10. We were like 15 and 16.
No, no way. It must be
Well,
longer.
no, so I was grade 11.
When we moved here?
Yeah. I remember we switched schools and I was grade 11, 12, and it was 10, 11, 12.
Oh my God. When I look back at that video that we have of us building it, the pictures, you guys look so much younger
I must
than
be
that.
16 and Nate was 15 or something. Yeah. That was
That's
a
amazing.
while ago.
Oh, okay. But that's just how parents remember things, I think. We're always a little bit messed up. There. That's gonna keep that lumber from going anywhere. Now we're gonna build a sidewall going from the 8-foot to the 10-foot front. So here's the shed, okay? This is basically 10 feet tall. And I'm gonna have 4 windows across the top. So what we're gonna do is build 8'3" all the way around like a great big square. All right, and then we will add the height with the windows, and then we'll angle it backwards so we get our slope. So we'll have a wall like this, we'll add a wall, and then we'll put the slope on, and that'll make the roof. So by keeping 8'3" all the way around, it makes our life simple. We don't have to do too much cut work. Unfortunately, I bought a bunch of 10-foots instead of a bunch of 8-foots. Oh, maddening. So I gotta cut all my lumber now. Thank you. Top and bottom plate, 16s on center. All right, so we're at the point where it's time to put the 2 walls together. One thing you don't need to do here is use a level. And I know this might be counterintuitive, but when you attach 2 outside walls and you go flush on the outside corner, it automatically squares the wall. It just self-levels, eh? For the most part.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you because we're on camera. Yeah,
All right.
Of course it does.
We're gonna tie it all together because tying this corner together will automatically. Oh, Jesus, okay.
Okay, lay her down.
Why?
Why is it higher? We're 1.5 inches high. It's okay, we'll smack off the top plate, cut all the 2x4s, and then we'll put it back up.
Oh, me. Can we just get it done? Let's just
So
get
we're
the
going
middle
flush with
flush.
the corner?
Get it done. Okay, good. It's not gonna fall over now. I added the 3 inches. I mean, it's real obvious what I did.
It's fine, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna be fine, because now our knee wall is gonna be different. And because of that, our sidewall for the slope is gonna be different. And we can make that
I just
work.
need a
But,
break.
dude, I'll build this next wall on the side. I'll just keep building walls. It's not hard. Okay, Nate, your job is I'm gonna give you the ladder. You're gonna hammer off the whole top plate. It's gonna take some
No, we
oomph.
can't. Not yet.
So what's the plan? We already have it all nailed in on the side. It's already up.
Build the back wall over there first. And it's still happening. Just a little stability so we don't have an accident. Right? Oh, we should have ordered them all at 8 feet. Yeah, make them all 8-footers. All right, reality is sometimes you do the math wrong. I don't know what I was thinking. I ended up giving Nate the measurement of the total height of the wall, which is 8'3", because it's 8-foot lumber with a top and bottom plate. And then he cut all of the studs 8'3", like I asked him to, which made this wall extremely high. So what we've done is we've attached 2x4 with screws to all the outside studs. Marking them, I'm gonna cut them all. I'm gonna lift the top plate off, remove all the lumber and the nails, and then stick it back on again. Yeah, I know. All right, it's not the end of the world, but also important. I wanna mark where all the studs go now because our marking is on the outside, but I don't wanna have my ladder in the dirt. So, just take a few minutes and we'll get this all corrected.
Single time that I come around, it seems you got another man trying to keep you down, baby. Well, you might think you're driving me insane, but I made the game that you're trying to play. You know, I think you maybe ought to know this ain't my first rodeo. I've been around long enough to know some things you can't take back. Some things you just got to let go. Yes. Well, hell, I got Sammy on the phone, Nikki at home, trying to get along so I can deal with you, babe. No, I ain't got time to change your mind, 'cause the bus is a humming. Are you staying, are you coming, babe? Well, you might think you drive me insane. I made the game that you're trying to play. You know, I think that maybe you should know this ain't my first rodeo. I've been around long enough to know there's some things you can't take back. There's some things you just got to let go. Well, I've been around long enough to know that there's some things you can't take back. Some things you just got to let go. Well, there's some things you can't take back. Lord, some things you just got to let go. Oh, you gotta let go.
Wow, that's spooky. Okay. Spooky. This side's good. The other side's a little twisted, but it might be because of that. Yeah, this one's really out. That one, that corner is too, right?
Whole side.
Yeah, it's square at the other end though. All right. So what we need to do then, I think we start sheathing on this end first. Nail the sheathing into the bottom plate in 2 locations, and then give it a push until it's squared
I
up.
almost think we got to do the rafters before we start with the sheathing, because that'll help tie these 2 ends together.
We can, but until this is squared off.
Because that back wall is bowing.
I know. And it opens, there's a lot of movement here.
So I was thinking we get all the levels like proper, and then we throw our rafters on and nail that in so that these 2 won't bow it or in.
I think the
Those
first
2
thing,
won't move.
First thing we need is 2 of the 2x4s from the middle.
Yep. So we fix that,
Tie that.
and then we throw the rafters across and nail all that in so that this won't move anymore. We can take off all the things.
So
if these 2 aren't moving, then the sides won't move.
I know, building's not square. So when I go throwing rafters on, I can't pre-cut them all based on one dimension.
I think we cut the rafters all at one cut, and then we go bearing equally across the front side for all of them. And then whatever they end at, we just cut that flush with the back side so that it's all square with the roof line.
So we want to cut all the rafters on the angle of the 10-foot.
But I'm saying this wall needs to be straight.
I know.
Fuck level.
We need to tie this together. We square the building first, and then we can support it if it needs support. See? Like this. Okay? And then we'll take that off and we'll put it up there and bring it to those marks on the board. And that squares the whole building off in the middle. So one of the basic laws of geometry that we're working with here is as long as your top plate and your bottom plate are always the same length, when you tie your building together, you have what's like a moving parallelogram, okay? And getting it square is just an act of fixing the corners into position to be plumb. The middle has to be reinforced because right now it's bowing. And I'm looking for just like 3. Okay, now how close are you to the top? 4 or 5 inches? And right there. There we go. Yeah, hang a punching bag off that. Like, that corner's still not square. We got to sheet it. What do you think?
Isn't it square now because you're a piece in the middle?
Well, it's still a parallelogram. It's just moving together, right? Until I get the sheeting on and get the end gables straightened out. Because we don't have anything to keep the whole building from moving around yet. The sheeting will give it some strength so that it doesn't twist and move around. Yeah, we'll just get the 2 rows in, get up to 8 feet, and then we'll ladder the sucker.
Yeah, we just sheet the whole building and then we throw our ladders up against the wall, carry the ladder up, put it in, and then from then on we just throw the rafters across and then nail them
Tomorrow
on.
will be easy if we got this sheeted and ready
Well,
to
if
go.
the whole thing's sheeted, we can get the ladder and the rafters done. Tomorrow will be just the sheeting of the roof.
Yeah.
And then we can
Siding.
do vinyl siding, and then, I mean, on the 3rd day I'll be on the roof doing roofing. I don't really care. So I got a decent trick here. Put the line on it and then pull it tight, and then I snapped it. And so basically that's gonna be, now I got a bunch of lines here, but roughly in that area.
Hey, Matt,
It should be good.
why don't you just pull it right to the end?
Huh?
It'll make it so close to perfect, it'll be just like, oh, why didn't I think of that? All right. By the way, I'm not opposed to having a second pair of hands at the corner when I do this. Holy wind! So that's my mark. Up, right here. Okay, ready? Good. Now we're square. Go ahead and throw a level on that. I dare you.
It's not gonna be level. Let's do this on camera. $50 the buttable is hitting or it's over the line.
My work. Beautiful. Oh, look at us, we're even seaming in between the lumber like an idiot. Oh well, it's the price of getting it square.
It's touching the line.
That's beautiful.
It's touching the line.
It's beautiful. What are you talking about? Put it up against the sheathing.
It's touching the line.
Oh my God. You just.
You put one wall up?
4 actually. Thanks. I thought maybe this time we'd put it in the middle of a stud. What do you think? Anytime, you know, throw a nail in. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Huh. Every nail gun's a little different than the last one.
What's going on?
I got stuck.
Take the hose out before you f around. Can I have my new $400 tool that I bought this morning, please? Thank you.
Okay, dude, how many times do I have to tell you not to do that next to someone's ear?
I didn't. Okay, well, not bad for day one framing. We've defined this space, and it's huge. I had no idea it was gonna feel this big. Tomorrow, we will finish framing the front and get our windows situated up there. We got a little bit of work to figure out because the concrete pad is actually poured a little bit unlevel. Big surprise. But I think at the end of the day, we'll be able to get all that taken care of, get the roof on, and get this weatherproofed. Day 3, of course, will be door, window, vinyl siding. That's gonna be a long day. All right, it's day 2. Now I remember, I think I said at the beginning of this video, I was gonna do it in 2 days. That's ambitious. First of all, I'm getting old. I'm feeling it. I finished at 3 yesterday. We didn't get started till after 10. It was only a 5-hour workday, so to be fair, I keep on calculating things with the younger Jeff, who would work 10 hours straight, no worries. Today we're gonna get the rest of the sheathing finished up, frame in the 2 doors. We're gonna build a ladder above the front wall here because we're putting in some horizontal windows. I think if we can get the roof on today, that'd be great, and then we can put a house wrap on just so that I feel like we are getting some progress made. So we got 20 feet, right? We need a center line, and then I'm gonna have a window here and a window here, okay? And we gotta go double plate on that because it's really, and we can add meat, okay? But I want the ladder built so that it's direct transfer on that load based on the dimension of the windows, but we'll just start with that.
Sounds good.
We should measure the size of the window and then give ourselves an extra inch just to make sure we can cut it all straight afterwards. So they're basically 12 1/4, the interior part, okay? 42 1/2.
64. Yeah, maybe. That's gonna be the bit there. I'm trying to figure. I've never really. I used to be the guy that told to build something. I never had to measure it all out. And this is fun though. This is all right. Might take a little while, but we'll get there. I got a 10-foot piece of 2x6. I got my top and bottom plate. These X's are the studs. This gap in the middle here is where the window's gonna be at. As long as just like this one here. So I got 2 windows I want to put in the right half of the building here. I'm trying to measure it all out and see how it's gonna work. I have no idea yet, but I mean, yeah, we'll figure it out. There's something not like square with this. It's like the windows are shifted just over the center point one way or the other. I can't figure out which one.
You're visualizing, eh?
Yeah. So my center line isn't on a stud. Neither are these boards.
I wasn't worried about that. You have a stud here?
Yeah. And so then I got 16 over.
And that's your next one there?
No. So I got a stud on the end.
Yeah.
I measured 16 over to line up with that.
The next stud.
Yeah. And then from there I measured the 30 whatever, 36 1/4, which is the inside dimension of the window. Marked the next stud.
Okay, so that's where we got this wrong.
Why?
Because if we just mark the 4 foots, right, then we have the direct load transfer at those points. You're gonna have all the studs not lining up for the load transfer, and then there'll be pressure on the windows.
Huh.
Okay? If we were to go more like this, put your 4 foot, put that stud in, leave the next 4 foot, and then put that stud in, it's okay.
So you don't necessarily want your windows to be like centered right.
Well, they're gonna be mirrored, but they're not gonna be centered on the whole building.
Gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4 studs, get it installed, make the next one, get it installed, and then we'll mark it out and cut it to fit. So put one there, one there.
Down on one of these boards. 8 feet.
That's the next one. And then one at the very end. So you got 4 pieces, right? If you stick those 4 pieces in and then put the ladder up, then we're done. Well, we're not working with a design or drawings, right? So if we're kind of working out of a visualization process. It's a little backwards. So we want to just leave flexibility so we can maneuver later.
That's all right.
All right? So we're more concerned with the mirror effect than the actual balance. Whoa! Oh, come on, wind. Stop fighting so much. Done. A chalk based on the other overhang. That was a lousy cut. Well, that happens. I know we're not supposed to be too picky here, but that's just unacceptable. Yeah, not so perfect every time, hey Max? Not so perfect every time. How in the world did that happen? All right, I want to throw on the flat, throw in the sticks, and then on the face, throw a 2x6. Like this, right? With a aspenite in there. Take 2 at 64.5. 2 of them. 5. Stop having
Yeah, you're getting old.
There's no such thing as having fun with me.
2 at 64.5.
Thank you. Fun with me, yeah. I don't know that exists. No, that's just stupid. All right. Why in the hell isn't that working? The old man can read.
What does that say? Don't even answer.
Hang on.
Don't answer that. I'm joking.
For the record, the old man thinks you're funny.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, you got your framing nailer with framing nails in it? Yeah, I don't. Working in a bloody tornado, this is crazy. Oh, you're just giving it to me, okay.
No, I got it. I only cut perfection. Look at that.
Oh yeah? Huh? I measured to perfection, so. I didn't realize it was beer o'clock. You're not working if you're holding a beer, you know. Oh, I see how that works. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take a break, and then you're like, oh, I'm getting hungry, I should order lunch.
By the time I'm done that, you'll be done the sheeting, and then we do some roofs.
Oh, that's nice that I do all the work, yeah.
Well, if you think that's all the work, then, you know, it's 3 minutes to 11. Yo, we were thinking of getting you to pick up lunch for us.
I'm all over that.
I was like, can you turn around and go pick it up? He's like, big sigh.
Find out if they deliver. Oh, we wouldn't want to interrupt your social life.
What?
Well, if we lay the rafter over and then we just throw a level on it and then do a cut line, and then we cut them and then put them up afterwards.
It'll be easier to cut them after.
But they're not overhanging, they're all going flush. There's nowhere to run a saw like that.
The reciprocator.
Dude, you're kidding me, right? Is that a better way to do it than to use a skill saw? Is it just because you don't have to go up and down?
Well, once it's already up here, the last thing we're gonna be doing is like, is it level? And then, okay, scooch it my way. Blah, 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 blah,
No,
blah.
we just throw a level on the sheet and you do a straight line on it.
It's probably easier just to cut it after.
Let's get one up there and get the slope, and then we'll put that slope on all of them, so at least the front is all cut.
If we get them up on this wall, on the back side, up the side wall, you can pull them down and then shimmy it down the side while Nate pushes it. Once we get one rafter up, it'll be easier from there. Because then you can just pass it to me on that rafter.
I would love to have my skill saw up there. I can just mark it, pull it back. You don't need them on every one either. This is just to hold it down from the wind taking it away. But there's no lip, so it's not an issue. Off the corner and then here. We're splitting the difference, it's okay. Maddie, what's going on over there, bud? You're putting the brackets up first? All right. Hang on, we're gonna start in the middle apparently, Nate.
Next time on Reality Renovision.
Okay, so obviously we've been working on this for a couple days without the camera on. Life happens, guys, right? It's not a perfect world. So Matt and I have been having some issues because we've been spending way too much time together under way too much stress. There's a lot of things going on in life right now that are just causing a lot more stress than is necessary. All right, well, it is winter time. Man, it's amazing how fast the weather changes around here. Whoa! That one's twisted. Ah, let's switch over to the garage door. It's actually not going to be that difficult. Whoa! Oh, shoot! Right? This is what you're telling me? Okay. Woo! Holy crap! That seemed dangerous.